What's up, everybody? It's the Reaper, and I've got a create a class video for all of you people looking to be educated, and this is what this video more or less is what I use, and I use it to success. So I'm not feeding you bullshit here. You don't need to worry about that, but I will go in depth on a couple of the classes and excuse me, hold on. Oh, need something to drink. I will have some of this pop that I got at the West End Marketplace. Thank you, Jason, and thanks, Andrew, for standing there. And also, T-Kemp, if you're listening to this, hi. So, oh, and Nick, too. If you see this, thanks for watching, I guess. Just gotta give my coworkers a shout-out. But, anywho, let's talk about what this video is all about. So, I have got 3 assault rifle classes, 1 sniping class, and 1 rushing class. This reflects my style of play. I'm more of a defensive player, so I tend to stick to mid-range, not up and personal. That's why I only have 1 rushing class, and also why I don't have a shotgun class. And I haven't used any of the LMGs. I've never really gotten into the LMG scene, so I'll give them a try. I'll give them a try. But I am here to tell you what works for me, so I will explain. All right. First class is the Type 95, and it's the most overpowered gun in the game. Basically, what I run with it is a holographic sight, because the holographic sight zooms in more than the red dot sight, and then I have rapid fire. And obviously my proficiency is 2 weapons, or 2 attachments, not 2 weapons. I like the rapid fire over like a heartbeat sensor or something, mostly because I can get more rounds downrange. So, and then my camo is like snake or whatever, but that's irrelevant. Anyways, my secondary is the MP9, as you can see, with the extended mags. I see a lot of people use the what is it called? The MG9, and I see people use that akimboed a lot, and that's really obnoxious. It's like G18, so if I'm getting annoyed by it, it must be pretty good, so you can run that. I like the MP9 though, my personal preference. So that's that. My lethal, since I'm a defensive player, obviously I'm gonna want to post up in a building, so I either run bouncing Bettys or claymores, mostly claymores. But I might give the bouncing Bettys another look. The thing is, people love to run Stalker Pro, and that counteracts. Basically, what happens with Stalker Pro is it delays the detonation time. So people are running through my bouncing Bettys, and I got pissed. So, but now I figured out what it is, so I'm gonna give them another look. Anyways, tactical, I run flash on this trophy system, trying it out, see if it works. Then I got scavenger, obviously, mostly because of the extra mags, because I like to play back, and I'm not always running up over scab packs to get more ammo. Also, Assassin Pro. The biggest thing I like about Assassin Pro is the fact that you do not get, like, your hood doesn't get disabled by EMPs, and also counter UVs don't work. So that's the main thing. And then I have Marksman Pro, so I can see long ranges. Alright, so that's my overpowered bitch class, which I rarely use that class. But if you're really struggling, as much as I hate to say it, but if you're really struggling, you want to use that gun in that class. And I almost feel bad. I almost don't want to say that, but because it's so fucking annoying. But I mean, I'm here to educate. What can I say? But I will think less of you if you use the Type 95. Just so you're warned. All right. I'll talk about this one, the MK14, and I'm not going to go so in depth with this one. Basically, this gun's like a 2-hit kill. It's really accurate. It's got really high damage, and it's a variant of the M14 used by the U.S. Special Forces, so it's fucking good. I mentioned it in my Modern Warfare 3 gun info series that I had earlier, but I run the red dot and then impact, because kick's not a big deal and neither is flinch. But if I like to get my kills quicker with this gun, so if there's any type of cover that he's behind, I like to have that extra damage, so that's why I run that. Then I have the MP9 again, because I like that. Claymore, obviously, this gun, I'm not going to be rushing around, so I can hang back, cover my flanks. Trophy system, I'm trying it out. Basically what the trophy system does is it's like a turret, and if you set it up, if somebody chucks a flash or I think a frag at you, I'm not sure, regardless, if somebody throws like a frag or something, or chucks a grenade or shoots a noob tube at you, this thing shoots up a thing in the air that blows it up so that you don't get flashed or killed or whatever. It does it for 2 things, but what I've been finding is a lot of times it doesn't work, and I think that I was talking to somebody about it, and he said that probably gets disabled by unrelated things, like somebody not throwing it at me and it disables it. So yeah, Assassin Pro, then Stalker Pro. I like to move quick, and also the delayed detection triggered explosive thing is nice. That's that. And this is probably the most versatile class, I want to say, because this class you can rush up with and you can also hang back. And the thing about this class is you can change the perks and stuff. You can tweak them a little bit. What I do is I run in a fully auto assault rifle silent. I usually run the ACR, CM901, or the SCAR L. Those are my favorites. SCAR L is probably my favorite out of all of them, but they're all worthy weapons. I run that silent, and then the secondary doesn't, it's kind of irrelevant, whatever you prefer. But Claymore, Flash, and then I like Scavenger for the extra mags, but also Sleight of Hand is very useful. So if you're finding that you're not living nearly as long, you're going to want to use Sleight of Hand. Also, I run Assassin Pro on a lot of them, but especially with this class, a really good perk to use would be Hardline. And the benefit of Hardline Pro is every 2 assists count as a kill. A lot of people don't know that, but that's really useful, especially when you're playing games that, well, I know for Kill Confirmed, a lot of time I get a lot of assists in that game mode, but it's just nice getting kill streaks for assists. It kind of makes it worth it to, you know, sometimes you get a bunch of assists and it's like, you know, you'd have been better off not shooting them, but it's just handy. It's convenient. So that's that. I run Dead Silence a lot, but you know, Marksman and Stalker, even Sit Rep is a good option. I don't know. If you don't have a headset, I would recommend probably Stalker, because not getting killed by claymores is nice. So alright, so we will get to the sniper setup, and I'm running the XM25 not because I'm a little bitch, but because it's cool, and that's that. Anyways, for sniper rifles, I've used a few of them. I have used the MSR, the RSAS, the AS50, and the Barrett 50 cal. I have used all of those. I have not a ton of kills with all of them, but I've used them to some extent. And I find that the best 2 are the Barrett 50 cal and the AS50. The thing about the RSAS is it's consistently a 2-hit kill, and when you're sniping, that's not what you go for. You want it 1 shot and done, and I found it consistently 2-hit kill, not good. Then the MSR, I was getting a ton of hit markers with. I mean, I wasn't on the greatest connection, but I was hitting people in the chest, and they were walking. So for me, that's really, especially semi-auto, bolt action, that's really it's not gonna work. So Barrett 50 cal and AS50. Out of the 2, I mean, I love the Barrett, but this AS50 is pretty cool. So I don't know. It's basically whatever you prefer, to be perfectly honest with you. That's that. Then for sniping, the setup's pretty straightforward. Claymores, I run Blind Eye, obviously to be undetectable by kill streaks. Assassin, so that people don't see me on the radar. And Marksman, so that I can see people and hold my breath. Pretty straightforward. And then my rushing class is kind of interesting. I feel like a lot of people would use maybe Quick Draw or Blast Shield, you know. I like Assassin because when I'm rushing, you know you're at a disadvantage, especially as far as firepower goes, because a lot of the assault rifles, and actually like all the guns, pretty much outpower the SMGs. So I run the P90 silent with rapid fire, and basically that's just to get as many rounds down range and stay stealthy. So I mean, that's my strategy. Like, I like to rush, but I like to be undetected. I like to move fast and undetectable. So I run extreme conditioning, assassin, and then stalker. Stalker partially for the aim down sight benefit, and then a lot for the delayed detection benefit, because if I'm running through doors, I don't want to get tripped up by claymores. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as kill streaks go, just go over a quick one. Support pack, or I'll just go through the top two because I use those. This is pretty much a really good setup that anybody can pretty much use, that they should if you're a decent player. I'd run Predator Missile. H6 Overwatch is probably the best 9 kill streak. The Reaper is the coolest, I think, but the H6 is just the best all around, so I'd go with that. And then it's really a toss-up between AC 130 and Pave Low, but kind of prefer the AC 130 just because it's an AC 130. I mean, it's dirty, so that's what I'd go with. As far as support goes, I like to run, I haven't changed this obviously, I like to run Ballistic Vest. You get points if your team uses them, plus they're handy. And then I like to run either Advanced UAV or Stealth Bomber. Again, that's just whatever you're going for, kills or helping your team. And then Juggernaut Recon, because the Juggernaut armor is so good. I mean, you only get a riot shield and a pistol, but they cannot kill you. And also you get assist points if you're like, somebody shoots you and it distracts them and your team kills them, so that's cool. So that is that. If you would like, basically if you'd like to request anything, a specific class or something for me to try out, or, you know, give my opinion on, please do it. So if this helped you or you liked it, please comment, subscribe if you like these kinds of videos or want to see more, and rate it. I guess rating is always nice. So, and comment too, I like comments. So that's that. Yep, that's all I got. So thanks for watching, and look for more Modern Warfare 3.